skill-based matchmaking, skin trading, a replayable replay system, a good report system, money, sleep, peace, a girl are all some of the things we need but don't have in MLBB right now. What are some other things that we all would appreciate instead of another cushion skill?
Time to stop!
Well, that's what Papa Kazuki is here for. Hi guys, Kazuki here, and in this video, we are going to go over all the features that we need in ML Asset. Let's start the video off with one of the most requested feature in MLBB, a proper replay system. ML does have a replay system and it's so hard to use. We all have been there, haven't we? Trying to find a crazy moment, but just ending up skipping it and having to restart the whole thing again. The number of times this has happened to me is insane. When games like COD and LOL just allows you to download the game that you are trying to share or get the moment. Moontoon, can we please get this? Time to move on to the next feature we all want, a claim all button. The red thing pisses me off. I want it off my screen. And to take it off, you have to open 100 different things and claim 100 different rewards. Moontoon, can we have a claim all button? Please, just in some corner where you just press claim all and you get everything you are supposed to.
Nice.
Let's just have this button so that whoever wants to claim everything can claim everything. And whoever doesn't want to claim all can go and claim 100 different things. The next thing we want in ML is a bigger map. MLBB has had many maps throughout the years, and the sizes have always been relatively the same, except for the survival mode. And man, everyone loves survival. Can we have it back? Throughout all the versions of MLBB, we know that MLBB map has a relatively small size.
That's kind of small.
That's what she said!
Moontoon, we don't want survival level maps, but in general, we do need bigger maps. It might not seem like it, but other MOBAs do have bigger maps. And bigger maps just bring that spice to the game that many people feel is missing. A bigger map will just add a lot of variations and macro play. Another thing that I come across in the ML community is the notion that we need more items. And I do agree with this point. If you look at pages like Reddit and Facebook, you can find literally PowerPoint presentations specifically on this topic. LOL. But yeah, in general, there are few items in MLBB compared to other games. The reason I think there are fewer items is for the ease of the game. MOBAs in general are pretty complex and it will take a lot of effort for the newbie to learn about items. I can understand why Moontoon doesn't bring in a lot of items at once. But to be honest, Moontoon already has the solution for this, pro builds and pre-made builds. So why do we need a lot of items? It does bring a fresh breath of air to the game. Another thing that the ML community needs is more quality of life animations in-game. Let me explain what I mean. When a child's female version dies in HOK, she does this. LOL, isn't this funny? Even though it might take the game heavy, just disable it if you are not playing on high or ultra graphics. We do need a lot of small actions like these, especially in the mid game. It does kind of get boring if you know what I mean. Next, another thing we all want in the game is more objectives, right? Having two boss creeps like in the other games can't hurt, right? You know, it will only spice up the game with all the strategies you can build around these two new objectives. And the turtle right now, even though it's useful, it's kind of boring. You know, all you get is some gold and EXP and also a small shield. They, however, are doing experiments on the advanced server, but what if they enhance the turtle and make it stay even when the load comes just on the opposite lane? It gives some better buffs, not game breaking or load level buffs, but just better stuff in general. Good enough that there can actually be strategies made with it. Just think about it, guys. Another thing we really need is an expanded blacklist. Why is the limit on the blacklist so low? Why can't I ban more people? And why do these people still match up with me after I ban them? Why Moontoon, why? Moontoon's matchmaking is so bad. Speaking about matchmaking, let's talk about the topic of improved matchmaking. Here I was going to include a role-specific queue, but looks like Moontoon has a future sight and is already testing it in the advanced server. If this feature comes to the rank, it will be nice, and right now it's only being tested for solo queues. Would be nice if it was added for teams too, because you pair up with randoms too. And it would be nice to know that you have potentially made a jungler, tank or a mage friend. So yeah, one of our needs about role-specific queues is being fulfilled.
Nice.
Another thing we need is MMR-based matchmaking for Mythic Honor and above. Add MMR-based matchmaking to this and you will have longer wait times, but better opportunities.
2 hours later.
The whole reason I have kept this for Mythic Honor and above is because only serious people play beyond Mythic Honor. And yes, there are trolls, but all the trolls will be filtered out in MMR-based matchmaking. So this is how I think matchmaking should work. 2 modes, 1 quick match, and the same ones we are using right now, and the second one is role-based matchmaking and MMR-based matchmaking for Mythic Honor and above. Just these 2 features should fix the matchmaking system and also fulfill Moontoon's want for fast matchmaking. Okay, I think I did address the biggest thing we need right now. So let's move on to another thing we need in MLBB, which is the ability to use all voice lines. The new voice lines are good. Some fit the lore, some fit the hero more, some are better, and some are unique. But let's just all agree that all lines are just iconic.
The strongest and the loneliest.
It might be nostalgia, it might be something else, but some voice lines are just plain better than the old ones.
Girls.
So can we get this, please? Another feature that would be a fantastic addition is a skin trade feature. How cool would it be to trade skins with your friends? Imagine being able to swap out skins you no longer use for ones you really want. But you know, Moontoon might think this might be a risky feature, but let the skin trade be between 2 same tier skins maybe. You already allow skin gifting, so why can't we have trading? Just imagine you are pulling in an event and you get a wonderful limited epic skins, but it's not for the hero you use. But your friends also get a limited epic skin, but he doesn't use that hero. Rather than cursing at each other, how cool would it be to trade? You know there can be forums for trade, which is going to be amazing. And Moontoon is virtually losing no money because the same tier skin is being traded. And you can make it cost diamonds too. And it's also easier to determine tiers with the new collection system and all. So Moontoon, make it happen please. Next up, let's talk about disabling pop-ups. The number of pop-ups in the game can be overwhelming. Every time I log in, I feel bombarded by pop-ups for event sales and whatnot. It would be great to have an option to disable these or at least reduce their frequency. We want to get into the game and start playing, not deal with the barrage of notifications. Connecting the lore in a proper way is another request from the community. The lore of Mobile Legends is rich and intriguing, but it feels fragmented at times. A more cohesive narrative would not only enhance the game's story, but also deepen our connection to the heroes. It would be amazing to see more story-driven events and content that ties everything together. Do you know how many videos I want to make, but because the lore is so inconsistent that I just can't do it. For example, the Northern Well, it's a huge maze right now after the Aurora revamp because everything was connected to the old Aurora. Now we don't really know. Lazy gambling in the game is another significant request. The current gacha system can be quite frustrating for many players. Introducing more straightforward ways to earn rewards would make the game more enjoyable and less stressful.
2 hours later.
We want to feel rewarded for our efforts, not just lucky. We also need more things to do with magic dust and battle points. These resources often pile up without much use. Introducing new ways to spend them would give players more goals to work towards. Perhaps exclusive skins, unique items, or special events that can only be accessed with magic dust and BP. Let them not be good, but let them be something at least. An expanded friend list is another feature we would love to see. The current friend list limit is too small, especially for those of us who play with many different peoples. Increasing the friend list capacity would make it easier to connect and play with more friends. Proper optimization for low-end devices is crucial. Not everyone has access to the latest and greatest devices, and optimizing the game for older or less powerful hardware would make it accessible to a broader audience. Ensuring smooth gameplay for everyone should be a priority. Lastly, a proper report system is needed to address toxic behavior in the game. The current system often feels inadequate. We need a more robust way to report and deal with players who are ruining the experience for others. This would make the community healthier and the game more enjoyable for everyone. So guys, what do you think? Do you have any more ideas that we all want? Comment down all your answers below. That will be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting Kazuki Official.